everybody, my name is Shaurya Joshi. These days, we have been celebrating the 74th Independence Day of our country. And since many of you had been requesting me to make a video analyzing Prime Minister Modi's speech this Independence Day, so here I am. Today, I will be explaining the 86-minute long speech of Prime Minister Modi to all of you in just 10 minutes. So make sure that you watch this complete video, like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, and do hit the bell icon. So, are you guys ready? Fantastic! Let's get started. Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Grapevine, the best place for you to be informed. My name is Shaurya Joshi, and today I will elucidate and throw some light on Prime Minister Modi's Independence Day speech this 15th of August. And since for many of us it was very difficult to grasp the 1.5 hour long speech of Prime Minister Modi, so I have prepared this catalogue for you where I've laid out 4 key takeaways which you would love to go through. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. The COVID-19 pandemic. We are all aware of this. It is one of the greatest challenges the human race is facing today. And so, Prime Minister Modi, in his speech, focused on the directions in which his government intended to proceed in the context of COVID-19. In fact, he began his speech by honoring and respecting our Corona warriors for their perseverance and their great sacrifice. We are all also aware of the hardships our migrant laborers had faced during the lockdown, the COVID-19 lockdown. We also got to see thousands of them walking on streets, going back to their homes in villages. And keeping this in mind, Prime Minister Modi said that a yojana has been made for their accommodation, which means whenever they go back to the cities or migrate to the cities, they will not have to worry about a house to live in. And not only this, Prime Minister Modi, he also announced National Digital Health Mission, under which every Indian will be given a health card, which will work as a health account for everybody, which means all your health related information, all your health related reports will be included in that one ID. And how will this be helpful? Well, you must know that this will bring a big revolution in the health sector of our country. How? Because technology is being used now. Technology is being used thoughtfully. And this will also reduce health problems in our country drastically. Not only this, Prime Minister Modi also talked about the development of vaccines in our country. And this brought a big relief to all of us. He said that in India, currently 3 vaccines are in the testing phase, and soon after the formalities are done, the government will carry out mass production in the shortest time possible, and that the government, your government, is completely ready. Prime Minister Modi's this year's address, if you would have noticed, had a strong word compared to the previous years, saying that it is very important for all of us to make big resolutions. Now, these days, vocal for local, it is a term which is embedded in everybody's mind. It is embedded in my mind, in your mind, and everybody's mind around you. And we all vow to become self-reliant, self-sufficient. But why are we aspiring to do this? Not only to deal with the challenges COVID-19 has brought in for all of us, but also to replace China, to become a better alternative to China. PM Modi said that if we are capable, if we are powerful, then we can not only do good to our own country, but we can do good to the entire world. And so for this, PM Modi announced Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan, under which the poor shall be empowered by reskill, upskill, relying upon the resources of the village itself. He said that for a self-sufficient India, we need to have balanced development, which means he identified more than 110 districts which were underdeveloped, which will now be developed and which will now be upgraded on all the parameters. Now, self-sufficient India's utmost priority is self-sufficient Kisan, self-sufficient farmer, and so for this, PM Modi, he lifted all the restrictions on farmers, and now the farmers of your country can sell their produce around the world on his own terms without restrictions. Not only this, PM Modi also focused on reduction of imports. He banned the imports of more than 100 military equipments for defense production and said all of this will now be made in India. So basically, what does PM Modi want to say? He basically expressed his belief in the he expressed his belief in the power and potential of the citizens of India. He expressed his belief in the potential and creativity of the youth of our country. And he said that along with Make in India, we need to move forward with the mantra of Make for the World. Amidst the ongoing tussle of India with China, Pakistan and Nepal, Prime Minister Modi sought to clock nationalism. He started by criticizing the expansionist policy of China, which means the attempts of China to expand its territorial borders by fraud and by force. And my friends, China's bad intentions, China's spite can be very well understood because it has territorial disputes with more than 20 countries. China borders only 14 countries, but it has territorial disputes with around 23 countries. Prime Minister Modi said that those who are following the expansionist policy targeting China, India has become an obstacle for them. Now, what did he mean by this? He meant the Galwan Ghati issue. He meant the vicious attempts that were made at LAC, Ladakh area, to harm our country's sovereignty, to test our patience, and that India fought bravely and flopped their attempts, and so they failed miserably. He said, be it terrorism or be it expansionism, listen to me carefully, be it terrorism by which he meant Pakistan or be it expansionism by which he meant China, India is fighting against them with all its strength. Now you must know that the entire world has started believing in India because recently, out of 192 countries, 184 countries supported India as a temporary member of the United Nations Security Council. And this is a very big thing. We all must be very proud of ourselves. Along with this, Prime Minister Modi also said that the South Asian region of the world, it constitutes 1/4 of the world's population. And so, the leaders of this region must work together towards the development of this region and its people. By this, Prime Minister Modi targeted the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, and Prime Minister of Nepal, KP Sharma Oli. He meant that the leaders of this region should not always work against India. They should not cause, or I should say, they should not be the reason to develop personal animosity. And in this context, Prime Minister Modi said that पड़ोसी सिर्फ वो नहीं जिनसे सीमाएं मिलती हैं, पड़ोसी वो भी हैं जिनसे दिल मिलते हैं. Which means, where there is peace, where there is unity, a relationship exists. India wants to convey that it is ready to strengthen its relations with any country, anywhere around the world, provided there is mutual cooperation and provided our hearts meet. The last year marked the turning point of development, particularly of a new development journey of Jammu and Kashmir, when finally on 5th of August last year, Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir were freed from the Article 370. Now this period has been seen as a period where Dalits and the women of Jammu and Kashmir were given basic rights. Prime Minister Modi said that fresh elections will be held in Jammu and Kashmir soon after the process of delimitation is complete. What is delimitation? Delimitation is the processing where we decide the number of seats in Rajya Sabha, in Lok Sabha, Legislative Assembly, Legislative Council, Vidhan Sabha, Vidhan Parishad. Which means, after the completion of delimitation process, Jammu and Kashmir will have its own ministers. There will be elections in Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir will have its own MLAs, and Jammu and Kashmir will have its own chief minister. On the other hand, Ladakh will be developed and upgraded on all the parameters. New research centers will be built in Ladakh. A 7,000 megawatt park will be built in Ladakh, and Ladakh will make its identity as a carbon neutral state. It will become an organic state, following the footsteps of Sikkim. So we can say that in a way, the entire country is committed to Jammu and Kashmir, and Ladakh's moving forward with a new energy. So, in this speech of Prime Minister Modi, the PM talked about the various new policies, the various new methods of his government to lead the country. But you know, the purpose, the cause of democracy will only be served when the government walks the talk. So for now, at the moment, what can we do? What we can do is that we can have dedication, we can have the willpower and the passion towards promoting our country's products. You and me and all of us can promote our country's domestic products so that we all can together build an Atmanirbhar Bharat. So that's all for today. I really hope that you like this video. Please like, comment, share this video with all your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing content like this. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you later.